Why 2024 is vitally important for Social Security, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, and of course SSI beneficiaries. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. I know in this video I do want to highlight 2024 and discuss the details as far as why this year is vitally important for about 70 million beneficiaries who do receive benefits administered by Social Security. It is a very, very busy time, and this is a captivating time of year. Therefore, I want to break down all the details for you and let you know why this is so incredibly important. It is all coming down to 2024 when it comes down to these fixed income benefits. Let's get into it and discuss all the details. Really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting that big old button down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day to help you out in any way that I possibly can, as well, keeping you informed of everything going on as things are changing very, very rapidly. We know that Social Security and these fixed income benefits are in the headlines a lot lately, which is also what I want to talk about here in this video. And again, I truly want to point out anything out there for you can possibly grab and or take advantage of, or all of these nuances with all of these fixed income benefits. A lot of things are changing. It is a very busy and complicated time of year right now. And again, I truly just want to help you out. So again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and let's get into it and talk about 2024, what's going on, and why this is vitally important for, like I said, 70 million beneficiaries. All right, what about 2024 makes this a unique time? Well, elections. Yeah, I know. The one thing we probably don't want to talk about, but let me break down the details of this. If you've been watching anything going on lately, which I'm assuming you probably have, including the videos right here on the channel, you've heard me talk about this many, many times. What is the number one hot button issue for all of the debates and all of the campaign speeches and everything going on right now for 2024? Yep, it's Social Security. Seriously, it is. This is the number one hot button issue on the table right now. All of these people, regardless of who we're talking about, they're all talking about Social Security and how incredibly important this is. Now, is it just about Social Security? Well, yeah, it's about that too, but here's what they also understand. They know just as much as we do, those people that receive benefits from Social Security, like I said, 70 plus million people, guess what? Make up a huge, huge percentage of the voting bloc in this country, right? And we also know as well, those people that receive benefits administered by Social Security generally go out and vote in huge, huge numbers as well. They know that this is incredibly important for the elections that are coming up, right? So when it comes down to it, it all depends on, do they say the right words, right? Do they thread the needle on this thing, and do they say all the right things that beneficiaries actually want to hear? Depends, right? Depends on what you want to hear, but I think for the most part, based on what many of us here in the community understand, what many of us here in the community need right now, it's not only basically if they understand us, but it's more like, are they listening, right? There's a huge difference between them thinking what we want, or are they actually listening to the needs of the American people? I'm going to go ahead and say probably not, right? I would say that most of these politicians don't have a clue what people actually want, but rather they anticipate and they think, oh, we think they want this. But really what it comes down to is what they really want for them, and they think that we want it, right? Let's be real. I think that's probably the case, right? We probably all agree with that. They're usually self-serving. Oh, we want this. We're going to do this. And we think that people want this as well. Or they tell us what we think we want. And then again, we're supposed to, kind of go into that, right? Either way, my point is, this is going to be very, very important. So for a couple of different reasons here. Number one, we know that Social Security is going to be reformed, okay? We know that for a fact. It will be happening. How much reform? What's going to be taking place? Are benefits going to be adjusted? Are taxes going up? Is the full retirement age going to be lifted? Again, the list goes on and on. You've heard me talk about all the proposals and all the different ideas floating around out there. We've seen tons of those coming out right now. We know that this is going to be happening. They're not going to let Social Security go insolvent. Highly doubted, okay? This is a hot button issue right now. And again, we hear all these politicians coming out suggesting, oh, Social Security is going to run out of money and the trust fund will be empty, and then, we're going to have to reduce benefits by 21, 23, 25%, whatever it happens to be. Yep, it's a good talking point, but guess what? They're not going to allow that to happen, okay? Social Security has been around for almost 90 years. They're not just going to let it all of a sudden one day say, well, tough luck, everybody. That's it. It was fun while it lasted, but here we go now, and we're going to reduce benefits. Not happening, okay? Even though some of these people are coming out suggesting, we got to do all this stuff to it, reform the program, and, whatever they're going to do, okay? We know that something's going to change. What is it going to be? Don't know yet. Like I've said before in the other videos, I would highly anticipate they're probably going to raise the full retirement age, they're probably going to raise taxes, and maybe poke around with a couple other ideas. I would anticipate that. Why do I think that? Because that's what they historically do. It seems like they only know how to do two things. Rather than being creative, they just come back to the same old game plan that they've done for many years now, which is those couple things, okay? So I would anticipate it's going to be a combination of the two, possibly something else thrown in. But either way, we got to thread the needle on this thing, or the politicians need to, right? And it's all coming down to this, okay? So this is going to be a highly contested election. We already know this. And again, I'm not taking political sides here in the video. I'm just simply saying, doesn't matter what we believe about this. We know the last few elections have been pretty ugly, right? It's been kind of a back and forth type of thing. And there's a lot of controversy, a lot of, back and forth, jabbing at each other, stuff like that. It's going to be the same old thing. And again, in my opinion, I believe, based on what I'm seeing here, the number one issue that they're going to be focused on as of right now. Now, could things change? Yeah, sure. Things could certainly change here over the coming months, but I would say as of right now, it appears to be Social Security. And again, like I said before, number one reason would be they know, first off, that these beneficiaries, 70 million people, come out and vote in massive numbers. And again, they want to capture those votes. And number two, they know that this is something that, at the end of the day, impacts 70 million people. Therefore, if they say the right things, maybe they get a vote. If they say the wrong thing, sorry, you're out of here, right? So they maybe don't get the vote, right? So they've got to say the right things. But it's not about saying. We know that they love to say a lot of things, but then at the end of the day, doesn't really matter what they say. It's about what they do, right? That's way more important than what they say. So anyway, there's a lot of things going on here. And again, 2024 is going to be incredibly, incredibly busy. I've been saying this for a while now. Get ready, everyone. This is going to be crazy times right now. And we're already seeing it. We've been seeing it for probably the last year or so. We've seen a number of proposals coming out, a number of different bills package of proposals coming out, hitting the table, suggesting all the changes they want to make to Social Security and everything else like that. And again, we know that these benefits are kind of on the line, right? Now, again, I want to preface that by saying I'm not saying that these benefits are at risk, not by, they're not at risk at all, okay? So please don't worry about it. That's not what I was saying about that. But I simply mean, basically whatever happens here is going to set up the program for essentially the next 4 years. Well, guess what? It's going to be insolvent in like 9 years. So, okay, that's like half the time, right? We're like burning up like half the time here with just this one election time here. Kind of makes sense? So we're getting right down to the wire here, and this is going to be very important stuff. So, of course, I'll keep you posted. We do know that there's changes out there on the table, including raises to benefits, a $200 per month increase that's out there from Bernie Sanders through the Social Security Expansion Act. They know that they want to reduce taxes, completely eliminate taxes for Social Security beneficiaries through things like the Senior Citizens Tax Elimination Act. Those are out there as well. The Social Security 2100, that's out there from John Larson. It's been out there for a few years. We have all kinds of things like that as well. We have the SSI Restoration Act. That's still out there as well, for specifically focused on SSI, supplemental security income. Again, the list goes on and on. I've talked about many of these before in other videos. I've talked about the details of these, and essentially any of these could come forward and could be passed, or none of them could be done, and some type of new bill, some package, something like that could also be addressed and brought into fruition and maybe passed through Congress. Either way, don't really know what's going to be happening yet, or what's going to be changing, but something will be. And even the lawmakers at this point probably don't even know what those changes are going to be. Of course, they have some ideas, they have some potential plans, things like that, but they don't know. Just as much as we don't, they don't have a clue either how this is going to go down. But this is what I want to bring to your attention. So either way, like I said before, I've been here for you, right by your side every single day for nearly 4 years now. And there's no reason about that any of that would change. So I will continue to be here for you, breaking out all the details and pointing out anything that may impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course, just anything popping up that you can possibly grab or take advantage of. I get it. Unlike a lot of these other people out there, these politicians, they probably don't understand that a lot of people are living on these benefits and really, really struggling as of the last couple years. Either way, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, take care, and catch you again later.